Well, good day YouTubers, and hope you're keeping well. The heat wave that we've been experiencing in the UK for seems quite a while now, is it a month, maybe two, is showing signs of easing off a little bit. It's still warm and sunny, but it's losing that sort of feeling like you've opened an oven door and been blasted in the face with hot air. The Met Office keeps promising here in Staffordshire that we're going to experience torrential rain and thunderstorms. For the last couple of days they've been promising that, but it hasn't turned up yet. Mind you, the rest of the UK, in places, has been experiencing some quite heavy rain and flash flooding. Along the south coast, in places though, they're still in the heat wave. Don't get me wrong, I'm a sunshine, warm weather kind of guy, but it has been just a little bit too much. So a bit of cooling rain for a day or two, a nice torrential downpour, if anything, to, well, cool things off and to bring the level of the canals back up. Some canals, parts of the Trent and Mersey, the Coventry Canal, and various others, the Ashby, sections of those are closed. The water level, because the reservoirs don't only provide water to the canals, they also provide water to homes, and when the weather's like this, the houses get priority. Anyway, back to the video. And during season 8, one question I was asked above anything else was, when will I be doing some more cooking? I didn't do any cooking at all in season 8. I did a little bit in season 7. So I thought a little treat for my many cooking fans that are out there. And in this one, I'm going to be, considering the weather, I'm going to be cooking something which is quite light and quick to do. And it's a favourite of mine, usually a whole fish done in the oven. In this case, it's a whole mackerel, which I caught a couple of days ago from my local Tesco. £2.79 for an entire mackerel. It's been gutted, but obviously still has the bones in. With that, I'm going to be having some British miniature new potatoes, courtesy of Aldi. Some asparagus tips, also from Aldi. And for the fish, and a little bit chopped up in the potatoes, some fresh coriander and lemon to cook the fish with. Also in this video, I'll be using a couple of utensils which were sent to me by viewers. The Gently Chopping Along Home is Where You Moor It chopping board. Obviously I'll be using the other side. And the Victorinox chopping knife, which was sent to me at the start of season 8. First things first then, I've lit the oven and I'm going to put that on gas mark 6, which is around about 180. That's centigrade, by the way, not Fahrenheit. Then I'm going to take some foil, which is long enough to encase the whole fish. Times like this could do with a bigger kitchen. And carefully I'll open up the mackerel. Firstly then, slice of lemon. I'm going to put 2 slices of lemon with the fish, and then the remainder I'm just going to squeeze all over. Then I'm going to give it a nice coating of ground black pepper. And then lightly chop a bit of coriander. Nothing too fancy. Which I'm then going to sprinkle on the fish. Doesn't have, all the flavours will spread throughout within the foil while it's cooking, so it don't have to be too extravagant. I'll just place the sliced lemon on top like so. All that remains is to then, whilst keeping the lemon on the fish, wrap up the parcel. And that is going to go straight in the oven for 30 minutes. While the fish is cooking, I'm going to do the potatoes and the asparagus tips, and I'll pour the water onto that. A little sprinkle of sea salt. And then the top on the steamer. And into there goes the asparagus. Just chop a bit off the end, about 1.5 inches. And in about, I'd say, 5 minutes time, I'll put that on and start steaming the potatoes and the asparagus, and it'll all come together hopefully when the fish is done. Well, before I put the potatoes on, just a quick little viewer question which keeps popping up more so recently is when will I be getting back to canal cruising, and that they hope that I've had a good rest. Well, I've had a good rest, but at the moment I'm enjoying just being like Kevin. As I said at the beginning, a lot of the canals, especially the bits that I want to travel on, are currently closed, or they only open within a certain time frame to preserve water. Plus it's too warm. So what I'm looking to do is, when it starts to cool down, and if our winters from sort of September onwards are anything to go by over the last couple of years, it's going to be quite a dry winter, fingers crossed, and mild. So more than likely I'll be doing travelling and filming along like other bits of canal at that, that time. Yeah, because at the moment you only have to move and the sweat's just pouring off you. So for now, over the next few weeks, I'm going to do some cooking stuff. As I say, a treat to all my patient cooking fans. Another quick point that's been raised since I did my previous short video where I said what I was doing and that I would be back. I mentioned in the video that because I'd been asked, no, I'm not unwell, and I'm absolutely fine, and I'm fine upstairs as well. And a couple of viewers sort of raised the point that people that sort of do the line of work that I do often say that everything's fine, everything's, yeah, woohoo, and then a short time later they end up doing something rather silly. I can assure you there is absolutely nothing going on untoward in the mind of Kev. Right, so I'm absolutely fine. I have never felt better physically and mentally. This is a bit hot, so I'll open it very carefully. Watch out for the steam. Let's take a look at this. Yep. I'll just close it back up to keep it warm. And we'll dish up the asparagus. It's all nicely steamed. Drain the potatoes. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit of butter into the potatoes. And some chopped coriander. And put that in with the potatoes. And then give it a little stir up. And the fish is still very hot, so I'm going to use a fish slice of all things. Oof, there we go. And then the potatoes. Well, it doesn't get much simpler or more healthy than this, I can tell you. Let's have a look at this fish. I mean, obviously it's not filleted, so there's a few bones and things, but wow, so because it's effectively steamed in the foil, it just stays moist. It doesn't dry up or anything. Ooh, the good lemon taste. And mackerel's quite an oily fish anyway. So you're looking at £2.79 for the fish. I think the asparagus was something like 69p from Aldi, and the potatoes were about the same. So you're looking at what, £4, something like that, for a meal for two. Contrary to popular belief, no, I don't just live on pork pies. A pork pie is a treat. It's just that the only times I do tend to eat them is if I'm on the canal and I pass a shop that sells them. So it looks, in the time span of the videos, that that's basically all I eat. Yeah, you have to very carefully peel the fish off. Right, I'm going to enjoy this now. But as I say, over the next few weeks I'm going to be putting up various cookery programs. Cookery programs? Cookery videos. I'm going to do something with chicken. Something that's light and quick. And I'll probably even make a soup as well. Right, until then, keep hydrated, keep cool, and I'll see you next time. Cheers for now.